Damn, thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we have an exciting video because we're talking about Heya and Accendio Outfits. The girls recently ended their promotion period, and in this video I'll review each one of the outfits the girls wore during this era. I'll give each one of them a rating from 1 to 10, and I'll rank all the members' outfits from my favorite to least favorite in each look. Plus at the I'll give the overall era a rating, and I'll rank all the outfits. We have quite a bit of outfits to talk about, so grab a snack and grab a drink. I really hope you enjoy this video and let's get into it. Disclaimer: I am a fashion enthusiast and I studied fashion design in university. However, fashion is subjective. What I might think it's pretty, someone else might hate it, and it's completely okay. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously and I'm only doing it for fun. I'm only talking about the outfits, not the people wearing them. My thoughts on the clothing are just that, on the clothing, so I hope no one misunderstands it. The first look we have is this one, and I definitely have many thoughts about it. I saw the gorgeous outfits that appear in the MV and the amazing outfits the girls wore for their Studio Chum performance, which we'll be talking about later, and then I saw these outfits and was like, what the actual fuck is this? The girls are wearing these oversized polo shirts that just by themselves aren't that bad, the actual crime is what their stylists paired them with. Yujin, Ray, and Gael wore these ugly-ass shorts that are so freaking long and baggy, and made in this blue satin fabric that makes them look like basketball shorts. I don't understand who in their right mind saw that atrocity and thought it looked good for a performance look. Iso is wearing an oversized polo shirt, which is kind of boring because that's her entire outfit, but at least it isn't as ugly as those shorts. Wonyoung and Liz are the only ones who actually look good. Their stylists gave them skirts that actually are cute and go so nice with the polo shirts. The accessories in this instance are actually great, like at least one thing was done right in this look. The clothing pieces are so simple, so to make the outfits more interesting their styling team added a bunch of belts, bracelets and necklaces. The hairstyles are also so good. I love how all of them have their hair up in a ponytail with different white hair accessories. They all wore the same silver boots, which I don't love, but they looked quite nice in Liz, Iso and Wonyoung's outfits, but they definitely looked horrible in Yujin, Gael and Ray's outfits because they reach almost as high as where the shorts end, and that makes them look smaller than they actually are, especially Gael since their shorts fit longer because she's smaller. A small detail that I do love, is how all the girls have their nails done to complement the look. The idea behind these outfits might not have been that bad, but the end result was absolutely atrocious. I've always has this classy and elegant vibe to them and to their music, which Heya also has, so why the hell did their stylists think these outfits matched that vibe? Also, the girls are wearing a bunch of Miu Miu pieces, and let this be the lesson that just because it's designer, doesn't mean it's cute. 4 out of 10. Next, we have this look. All the girls are wearing white collared shirts paired with a black belt and some fringe skirts. At first look I thought the shirts were just plain white shirts and that the skirt part was just one piece, but when you really pay attention to the look, you can tell the pieces are more detailed than you can see at face value. The shirts have these stunning button details and I really like how the cuffs are different from a regular shirt. The black belts the girls are wearing is not a regular belt, it's actually a suspender belt. The skirts are full of fringes that also have small details in them like holes or dangling bits, and that definitely makes the look more interesting. Most of the pieces in this look aren't something I would have personally chosen, but when they all come together, it looks really good. This whole era has a slight traditional Korean culture inspiration, and I can see how they took inspiration of the clothing from that time period and totally modernized it. The accessories are nice in this look, not perfect, but they complemented each outfit really nice. I love how all the girls are wearing black tights and different versions of black loafers. The jewelry was lacking a bit, like aside the earrings and some rings, the girls didn't wear anything. I totally get that their styling team wanted the clothes to be the center point of the look, but I'm an accessory girly so I always want them to be present. I really like that some girls are wearing different hairstyles and a couple of hair accessories, although I have to say that I hate Ray's hat. In this instance the girls also have nails that complement the look, and I love that so much. This look is definitely better than the previous one, but it still isn't giving exactly what I want from the Heya styling. 7 out of 10. Next, we have this look. Unlike the previous two looks, this one clearly has a way modern type of styling and it follows the lines of what's currently trending in fashion. The girls are wearing these basic baggy jeans, except Gaal, who's wearing this cool mix of shorts and skirt. But their styling team took these denim pieces and painted different flower motifs in them, and it just looks amazing, like I want a pair of these jeans for myself. Each one of the girls wore different styled tops, but most of them had the overall design of being a tight crop top, just with different necklines. They are all really cute, but I fucking love Eugen's so much, like the sheer asymmetric white top is so cute, but the way their stylists paired it with a vibrant red top underneath is absolutely amazing. The accessories in this look are pure perfection. I love the way each girl has multiple different accessories that complement their look, like Liz and Gaal's hair clips, Wonyoung's rose choker, Ray's glasses, all the jewelry, the different belts, just everything was curated to a T. I usually would complain about how the girls aren't wearing interesting hairstyles, but because the look is already so great on its own, I actually don't mind at all. The girls wore these same outfits in the MV and in the concept photos. In both instances some of the hairstyles were different and some girls had more hair accessories. I do wish they had gone with those versions for the music show performance, but what we actually ended up with wasn't bad at all. Also, once again, the girls had nails that complemented the outfits and I love that. These outfits clearly are very Y2K fashion inspired, especially because that's what's currently trending in the fashion sphere, but I like how they still added that tradition essence in small details like the motifs of the jeans and the set for the performance. I don't have a single complaint about this look, so it's obviously a 10 out of 10. Next, we have these outfits. Following the traditional Korean inspiration I mentioned earlier, we have these outfits that are very Korean traditional attire inspired. The girls wore these black, white and gray outfits that mixed in some stunning clothing pieces with some more basic ones. I love the black ones so much, like the white print is stunning and it's really cute how they tied it in with the white pieces. The addition of the gray tulle is really nice since it not only adds a different color, but also a different texture and silhouette. The accessories are amazing as well. Love the sheer gloves so much, and the tulle leg warmers are absolutely amazing. I love all the bow details in the look, whether it is on the clothes or the accessories, it just looked great. Once again the girls had nails that matched the clothing, like all the small details add so much. The girls didn't wear much jewelry, which I usually would complain about, but I actually don't mind because everything else was so perfect that it didn't matter. I love how all the girls wore different hairstyles that perfectly complemented their individual outfit, and also all of them, except Eugen, wore cute hair accessories. I personally love outfits like these because it's such a cool way to represent a culture in the modern days. A lot of K-pop idols have worn outfits inspired by their traditional clothing, but I have to say that IVE did it in a refreshing way that I personally haven't seen before. At first I thought the outfits were custom made, but after a quick Google research I realized that they actually aren't. Most of the pieces belong to a recent collection by Minju Kim, and their stylists mixed it with other simpler pieces. These are definitely the most memorable outfits from the whole era. When the girls did the Studio Chum performance everyone was talking about how gorgeous they are, rightfully so, and I'm sure most fans and non-fans can pinpoint the era they belong to just by looking at them. This is exactly what I want from a performance look, impactful and memorable outfits paired with cool and complementary accessories. Obviously, this is a 10 out of 10. Then, we have these outfits that have a clear sailor inspiration, which is cute, but it's not something I personally associate with the Heya era. The whole look has a white and navy blue color palette with some accents in gold, which feels very random to me. Most of the clothing pieces the girls wore are pretty simple, so the look didn't end up being that impactful. I do like the sailor-inspired pieces, like the tops with the sailor collar are really cute, the striped print is nice, and the color blocking between white and navy blue is really cute. The accessories were fine, nothing groundbreaking, but they also weren't awful. I like the bits of jewelry the girls wore, and the white socks and belts are cute. I don't know if the gold part in Wonyoung's skirt is part of the skirt or if it's an added belt, but whatever it is ugly as hell. The fabric is so cheap and I don't get why they put that accent in gold when clearly silver is the best option when it comes to a color combo of white and navy blue. I do like the different hairstyles, like all the girls have a different one, and a complementary hair accessory. I especially like the white hair accessories on their dark hair because of the contrast it creates. In this instance the girls didn't have their nails done, which is kind of a bummer since it would have elevated the look so much. One thing I don't understand is why their styling team mixed the sailor theme with the traditional clothing theme, like it doesn't make sense to me. The girls wore some nori-gaes, which are these accessories commonly worn with hanboks, and the overall Heya era has a strong traditional Korean inspiration, so I don't get why they pulled the sailor theme for this. Like yes, it's a really common type of styling for K-pop, it has been done a million times, but it just doesn't make sense to me in this instance. If they had ditched the sailor theme and went for current trendy outfits like in this instance, the end result would have been better in my opinion. 7 out of 10. Next, we have this look. These outfits are basically the orange and cream version of these ones, like the pieces are the same and from the same brand, just in a different color. When groups have in an era the exact same look multiple times but in different colors, it can get very boring very quickly, but that's not the case in this instance because, 1, they only wore the same look twice, and 2, their stylists mixed it up a bit so the look didn't end up being the exact same. Like their stylists switched up the pieces so the overall theme was still strong, but didn't copy and paste the outfits for each member. The vibrant orange and cream color combination is so pretty, but I have to say that I hate how Music Core adds a whitewashing filter and the colors don't look as vibrant. The prints we have in the look are amazing, but I especially love the ones in the orange pieces since it almost looks like it was hand-painted. The accessories for this look are amazing. I love all the different socks and leg warmers, and all the shoes are nice, but I freaking love Wonyoung's ballet flats. Not only looks super cute with the satin ribbon but it actually complements the traditional clothing-inspired pieces so much more than regular sneakers. The jewelry was amazing, especially all the statement earrings the girls wore. I love all the different hairstyles the girls had and the hair accessories were just the cherry on top. I wish the girls had their nails done in beige and orange-ish tones that complemented the look, but I'm well aware that that's a lot to ask. As a whole this look is really amazing and a 10 out of 10. And last, but certainly not least, we have the last Heya look. The girls wore these amazing denim jeans and skirts that had some motifs printed in them. The pieces are absolutely stunning and it's kind of sad that you couldn't see all the amazing details when the girls were performing. The styling team paired the denim pieces with crop tops in blue and brown tones. I like that all the tops have different silhouettes and designs. I also really like the different textured fabrics and layering elements. The accessories were amazing. I love the different statement necklaces all the girls wore, the arm warmers and socks complemented the outfits really well, and I like the few belts we got. The hairstyles are absolutely amazing, love how each one of the girls has a different one with complementary hair accessories. Once again, the girls didn't have their nails done to match the look, which is completely okay, but all of them having their nails in brown tones would have looked amazing. This look actually reminds me a lot of this previous look because it has the same street style and current fashion trends vibe to it, although this one doesn't have that strong Y2K inspiration the previous one had. Both looks aren't super colorful, but the previous one did have some pops of color that made the look more eye-catching plus a set that really made the outfits pop. I wish their styling team had gone with a slightly more colorful palette with this look because, although the outfits are amazing, when the girls are performing the whole thing looks a bit muted. 8 out of 10. The Heya styling was like no other type of styling we've seen from IVE before, at least to me. Basically the whole styling can be divided into the traditional Korean clothing-inspired looks, and the current fashion trends-inspired looks. Both type of outfits looked great, but without any doubt, the traditional clothing-inspired were the best ones for me. The color palette for the whole era consisted mostly of blues, browns, black and white, and that isn't necessarily bad, but I love color so much, so if their stylists got more creative with the color palettes would have been amazing, although I do love this vibrant orange look we got. In general lines the styling was great, we got some incredible outfits where not only the girls looked stunning, but the clothing itself was memorable and iconic, although during this era, there were also two specific looks that left me so disappointed. This one was just plain ugly, and this one just felt incomplete. I don't know how the styling team that created this masterpiece is also the same styling team that created this hideous thing. The best styled for this era wasn't super easy to determine because there wasn't a someone that wore the most amount of outfits that were my favorite, but at last I decided that the best styled for me was Wonyoung. She looked stunning every single time, and although there were some outfits that aren't my absolute favorite, she still wore some pretty amazing ones. As a whole, in my opinion, the styling for Heya is an 8 out of 10. And this is my ranking of all the outfits.
Watch me, don't touch me. Love me, don't hurt me. Watch me, don't touch me.
Now, we have the Accendio looks, and the first one we have is this one. In this look the girls are wearing black head to toe, with some accents in red and white. The color palette is super basic, but the pops of red really make the whole thing more interesting because it breaks the monotonousness of the black and white. Most of the clothing pieces the girls are wearing aren't that amazing, but it's the way they were styled what makes the outfits so freaking cool. For example, let's see Yujin's outfit. She's just wearing a simple strapless romper, a plain white shirt, and a red tie, nothing groundbreaking about those pieces, but when you mix it all together and style it in the right way, you get this amazing look. The accessories, which were amazing by the way, also help so much at elevating the look. I love the sheer socks, all the belts and gloves. I'm completely obsessed with the silver handpieces the girls wore, like they look so good and add so much to the look. The hairstyles weren't that amazing because almost all the girls had their hair down, although I do love Iso's space buns, but the hair accessories is where it's at. I freaking love the pointy hair clips almost all the girls are wearing so much. And I really like how the ones that aren't wearing them, aka Wonyoung and Ray, have different hair accessories to complement their look. The girls also wore this look in the MV, and in it, Wonyoung wore red tights instead of black, and I wish they kept the red ones for the performance since it adds another eye-catching element to her outfit. This look is totally giving Winx Club villains, which not only is fitting for the MV concept and storyline, but it also just looks super cool. I also love that their styling team chose red as the main pop of color for this look, because red is often associated with villains in caricatures, which is perfect since the girls wore this look as the villain version of themselves in the MV. I don't have a single complaint about this look, so it obviously is a 10 out of 10. Next, we have this look. The outfits in this instance are way simpler than in the previous look, especially because all the girls are wearing the same thing and it basically just consists of a black blouse, white skirts, white socks, and black shoes, but just because it's simpler it doesn't mean it's boring. The black blouse the girls are wearing has this cute white lace detail around the neck, really cute puffy sleeves, some super pretty buttons, and a cool lace detail on the sleeves hem. The skirts have a cute detail on the front that makes them look like shorts, and for the longest time I actually thought they were shorts, but no, they are actually skirts. And the accessories totally elevate the look even more. The belts with silver details and the rose buckles are so cute, all the socks being different is a nice element, and I'm absolutely obsessed with the pink handpieces. I love how they add a pop of color to the look since the whole look only consists of black and white. I like how some girls have their hair in different hairstyles, but the fact that all of them have the same silver headband is so cute. I usually don't love it when all the members in a group wear the exact same outfit for a performance, but it's obvious that their stylists did it with a clear intention and not just out of being lazy. The girls are supposed to look like a team, ready to fight the villains of the story, and they totally do with this look. The only thing I would do is to add more silver jewelry, but that's just a personal preference. 9 out of 10. And I'm not ranking them because they are all wearing the exact same outfit. Next, we have this look. These outfits are basically the same one as these previous ones I mentioned earlier, but they switched up the red of a purple. I don't love the fact that all the purple pieces aren't in the exact same shade, like some of them are even more blue than purple, and I personally would have gone for a deeper shade of purple, more along the lines of Darcy from Winx Club, to really have that villain element. I also don't love some of the clothing pieces their styling team chose, like what the hell is this? And who the hell thought this looked good? Some of the girls' outfits just look like their stylists threw the first few clothing pieces they could find and called it a day. Most of the outfits look great individually, like I do love Ray's outfit so much, but when you mix them all together, the final look just ends up feeling a bit customy. The accessories are great though. I love the socks and leg warmers, the ear and hand pieces are amazing and the silver jewelry we got is really nice. I like how some girls have different hairstyles, and I of course love the hair accessories. On stage the look doesn't feel as messy because the lights and screens kind of hide the flaws, which I guess is great since these are performance outfits, but once you take a look up close you can see the messiness of it all. I feel like the idea behind the look was great, but the final result ended up being a little flat. 7 out of 10. Next, we have this look. These outfits are basically the same one as these ones I mentioned earlier, like the pieces and the silhouette is the exact same, just with a different design and color palette. The outfits this time consists of a cropped white color collared shirt and some gray pleated shorts. Still a super simple and basic color palette, but the accessories make the look more interesting. I love the white tights all the girls are wearing, it obviously matches the top and it's a nice contrast with the gray shorts. The belts with the gold buckle and green gem are amazing and it brings forward that magical superhero vibe the era has. I love the matching pieces the girls have on their legs, although I don't know why not all of them are wearing it. The pink hand pieces are the same we saw in the previous look, but that doesn't make it any less amazing, and I like how they incorporated a couple of gloves into the look as well. The hairstyles are amazing. I love how each one of the girls has a different one, and how although all of them have the exact same white hair clips, it was styled differently for each girl. The girls wore the exact same outfits in the MV and in the concept photos, but in both of those instances, the girls wore these amazing red wigs. I get that it might not be the most comfortable thing to perform in wigs, but artists do it all the time, and it would have looked amazing if all the girls had the same red wig for the music show performance, especially because this is the last performance of the era and what a way to close the promotion period would that have been. 9.5 out of 10. And I'm not ranking them because they are all wearing the exact same outfit. And last, but not least, I want to talk about two looks the girls wore in the MV. The first one is this one where all of the girls are wearing these gorgeous outfits made of a stunning satin fabric. At first I thought all the clothing pieces were in this really pale lilac color because in some scenes in the MV looks like that, but I think that's because of the lights and editing. The actual clothing pieces are in a really pretty pearl and gray color. I love how so many elements in the look have the same gold heart shapes as the belts in this look, especially because this feels like the gala version of these outfits, like in the MV when the girls transform they wear these outfits, and when they are fighting they change into these outfits. Not only the clothing pieces are amazing because the craftsmanship of them is insane, but the accessories are also amazing. I love all the different gold accents, whether it is in the jewelry, the belts, the headpieces, the nails, it just looks amazing. I also love how they are all wearing heels in different colors, and I'm especially obsessed with Gaal's red heels. This is one of Ive's best looks ever and it's actually a crime against humanity that we didn't get to see them shine in a music show performance. I completely understand how they might not have been the most comfortable thing to dance in, but they could have adjusted some things so they were easier to perform in. Like just close your eyes and picture them in a music show performance. It would have been amazing. Obviously I have nothing to complain about this look, except that the girls never performed in it, so it's a 10 out of 10. And, the other MV look I wanted to talk about is this one. This is literally the evil version of the previous ones we talked about before, to the point of these being the gala version of the outfits the evil Ive fights in. The silhouettes in this look are more dramatic and extravagant, quite the contrast to the silhouettes in this look, which was definitely done on purpose to distinguish an evil team and a good team. The color palette is simple with it being mostly in white, brown and black, but because the clothing pieces are anything but simple, we get this really impactful look. I love all the different textured fabrics and layering elements within this look. The accessories are amazing, love how most of them are statement pieces that catch your eye instantly. All the boots the girls are wearing are stunning, I love all the silver jewelry, and although all the girls have their hair down with little to none accessories, it isn't that big of a deal because the clothes do everything on their own. We also only got to see these outfits in the MV and the concept photos. It would have been amazing to see them in a music show performance, but I do think that these outfits would have been slightly more difficult to adapt for a performance because of the big skirts half the group is wearing. This look is obviously a 10 out of 10. The Accendio era is clearly inspired in shows like Sailor Moon and Winx, which I honestly freaking love because that's basically all I would watch when I was a kid. And not only is a cool and refreshing concept, but it also allows for the styling to be amazing, which it certainly was. Most of the outfits had this magical touch to them with the head and hand pieces being a constant element that made that sentiment so strong. For the performance outfits I did have some critiques here and there, but in general lines all the looks were amazing, and not a single time one of the girls looked bad. For the non-performance outfits, I honestly loved every single little aspect about them, and my only complaint was that we only got to see them in the MV and in the concept photos, which it isn't actually something that makes the outfits bad. The best styled for me was So. I loved every single one of the outfits her stylist gave her, and she always looked stunning. I really like when stylists think out of the box and get creative with the styling, and this era was exactly that. I know that we are very likely to get another concept like this again from IVE, but I hope their stylists don't stop doing what they did for the Accendio styling. This era is a 9.5 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking of all the outfits. That was everything for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you agree with my opinions and which look was your favorite from this era, and if you like the Heya or Accendio styling more, but as always, remember to be respectful. I'm currently working on some other videos about recent girl group comebacks, so be on the lookout for that. If you want to keep up when I post, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to see more of me you can follow me in my Instagram account. I post K-pop fashion related content and do some games on my stories with outfits idols have worn. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.